So first of all, you will go for the definition of past perfect tense, and then you will also go for the structure of past perfect tense. So past perfect tense, it shows an action which was completed before another action or before a particular time in the past. Sometimes two actions happened in the past. So when you are talking about the first action, so for the first action, you will use second form of past perfect tense, and for the second action, you will use simple past tense. We say in the definition, it shows an action which was completed before another action or before a particular time in the past. So sometimes two action occurred in the past. So the action which happened before another action, the action which happened first. So for that you will use past perfect tense. You can see the example, Ali had eaten lunch when you came. So Ali had eaten lunch when you came. What does it mean? It means first action, Ali had eaten lunch. This action was performed. This action was completed before the second action. The second action is when you came. So what here in this sentence, one action is completed before another action. Likewise, another example, Ali had written his homework when the teacher asked. So when the teacher asked about the homework, so before that the action was completed, the action was done. So Ali Ahmad has written his homework. So this action happened first, and then the teacher asked him. So this action happened second. So whenever you are talking about an action which was started, which was completed before another action in the past, so for that we are using past perfect tense. Like we had third example, I had already talked to the students when you told me. So when you told me talk to the students, so before that I have talked to the students. That's why I'm using past perfect tense. I had already talked to the students when you told me. So I had already talked to the student. This action happened first, and when you told me, that happened later. So first I had talked, and then you told me. We had cooked when they announced the prayer call. So we had cooked, mean that when the prayer call was started, prayer call mean azan. So before that, we had completed our action. Our action was happened first, and then the prayer call was started. So whenever you are talking about an action which was completed before another action or before a particular time in the past, so for that we are using past perfect tense. There is no example of particular time. Let me give an example in which we are going to talk about some time in the past. Like suppose we say Ali had eaten lunch at 9 o'clock last night. So mean here we use specific time that at 9 o'clock. So before the 9 o'clock his action was completed. Ahmad had written his homework at 8 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, in the evening. So mean that he had written before the evening, before 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, his action was completed. So whenever you are talking about an action which was completed before another action in the past, so for that we are using past perfect tense. Sometimes two actions happen in the past. One happened first and the second happened later. So for the first action, you will use past perfect tense, and for the second action, you will use simple past tense. You will go for the structure. In the structure, first of all, we have affirmative structure. In affirmative structure of past perfect tense, you will use subject. After subject, you will use had. If you remember, in the present perfect tense, you use have and has, two helping verbs. With the singular, you use has. With the plural, you use have. But in the past perfect tense, for all of them, for singular, plural, for both of them, you will use only had. And after had, you will use third form of verb and plus complement. Like subject, Ali, then had is a helping verb, then third form for played, and then complement cricket. Negative structure. In a negative structure, you will also follow the same structure. You will only insert not after had, after helping verb. Subject, then we have had, then we have not. Third form for come on its own place, and then we have copied complement. So Ali had not played cricket. If you are going to change it in interrogative are also very easy of past perfect tense. You will change the place of helping verbs and subject to each other. Like we have bring had to the start, to the beginning, and then we take the subject back. So had subject, then we have third form of verb, then we have complement, then we have sign of interrogation. So had Ali played cricket? So short affirmative answer, yes he had, and short negative answer, no he hadn't. Negative interrogative structure. In a negative interrogative structure formal, you will use had in the start, then we have subject, then we have not. Mean in negative interrogative also you will change the place of subject and had. In the negative we have subject and then had, and in negative interrogative formal you will have first of all subject, then had, then not, then third form verb, then complement. So had Ali not eaten lunch when you came? Yes he had, no he hadn't. Like negative interrogative informal, And informal, you will also bring not along head, like both of them come to the start, like head, nas. Head plus not plus first subject plus first form of verb plus complement. So hadn't Ali eaten lunch when you came? So short affirmative answer is he had, and now he hadn't. Then we have short of personal pronouns. So with all of them, you will use helping verb had. Like with singular name, like he, she, it, I, you, we, the plural name, with all of them, you will use had, and you will use third form of verb then. The short form of had is apostrophe and D. Like this is he had, he had, he had. She had, she had. It had, it had. I had, I had. You had, you had. We had, we had, we had. They had, that. Had not short form is hadn't. So this is the full form and contracted form. So contracted form has no effect on the meaning, only the spelling rules are different. The spelling is changed and also the pronunciation is changed. The rest, it has the same meaning and the same function.